If the world is going to end, that means I don't need to go to work.
September is absolutely packed with exciting and cozy news. We have new insights into unreleased titles that were just revealed at the latest Nintendo Direct and GamesCom, an update on Forlorn memories, and more about the next Rune Factory spin-off. From a cozy Animal Crossing competitor set on a magical floating island to an oddly intriguing dating sim or museum and aquarium management with a humorous twist, there is so much to be excited about. But there is also a little bit of sad news to share. Let's start with all the happy news. I hope you enjoy my personal selection.
May your divine glory shine forth
and bless us all forevermore!
They call it a bold reimagining of the beloved Rune Factory series. The next spin-off in line, titled Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, has been revealed. We already knew this beautiful entry would have a Japanese fantasy setting, but now we have more insight into the Earth Dancer abilities. These include helping our crops grow faster with a sacred drum, watering them with a sacred parasol, and even using our powers to restore monsters to their human form. We can also re-establish entire villages from the ground up, build facilities, and customize the entire land to our liking. And of course, something that is always important to me, there are romanceable characters who look absolutely stunning this time around. It is mentioned that we will have to revive 6 gods, and I really hope these characters will be romanceable. We even get a little glimpse of the wedding ceremony. For a split second in the trailer, we can actually see both the male and female protagonists getting married to each other, which is a feature I was really hoping for.
Why do you stand in my way?
Me? I should ask the same of you! Kaguya!
That noise. Every last one.
The official website also states that we can romance any of the eligible candidates in fully voiced scenarios as either the male or female protagonist. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma will release in spring 2025, and I can't wait to get my enemies to lovers romance between the protagonists. The solo developer of Forlorn Memories has revealed that they are working on an optional feature that allows us to have children with our love interest. These children can be raised, taught, trained, and even taken along on our adventures later in the game. The feature is inspired by both Rune Factory and Fire Emblem and will incorporate a system that takes the parents' genetics and traits into account. It is still unknown when we will get our hands on the game, especially with the number of amazing features planned, such as a fully customizable cast of characters with their own personal stories, plus the addition of romance. If you haven't watched my video on Forlorn Memories yet, please do so and see it for yourself. From the developers of Coffee Talk 1 and 2, we can now look forward to a brand new sequel called Coffee Talk Tokyo for PC and Nintendo Switch, set to release in 2025. If you haven't heard of Coffee Talk yet, it is a narrative-driven cozy game series all about running a coffee shop, listening to our customers' problems, and influencing the outcome of their futures with the drinks we brew for them. The beauty of this series lies in its characters, who are crafted to portray diverse personalities and fantasy races, each with relatable stories of love, loss, and life that make us feel warm and fuzzy, but might also make us cry for them. This time, the game is not set in Seattle, but in Tokyo, and it looks like they are drawing inspiration from Japanese mythology for the new fantasy races. As a big fan of the Coffee Talk series and as a former Tokyo resident, I am very excited to see their interpretation of Tokyo city life. Floatopia, an upcoming cozy exploration game that has just been announced for almost every possible platform, including mobile. With visuals so cutesy they could probably give us a diabetes, Floatopia pairs this with an unusual end-of-the-world intro scenario that sharply contrasts its bright and happy concept art. But apparently we are just going to pretend it's nothing and happily live on in heaven from now on. The game is set on floating islands inhabited by quirky characters, each likely representing one of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types. And they all have seemingly useless skills that suddenly become superpowers in this world. Floatopia will feature exploration of floating islands, plenty of decorating, terraforming, farming, and other elements like fishing that are likely going to attract many Animal Crossing fans. However, it is rumored to be a free-to-play gacha title. Not much else is known about it yet, so it remains to be seen whether this one will be a hit or miss depending on how the microtransactions are handled.
This is the museum audio guide. Take 103.
While the 2 Point series is a business simulation that requires some strategic thinking, it always gives me cozy vibes thanks to its quirky humor that never fails to make me laugh. In a 2 Point Museum, we'll be building and managing a museum, sending people on expeditions to find new exhibits, and keeping different visitor types happy. The developers also revealed extensive aquarium management mechanics, allowing us to decorate freely and customize our experience. Each fish will have its own traits and characteristics, and we can even breed and name them, which adds a personal and cozy touch. I think this series is great for beginners in the management simulation genre or even cozy players, as the difficulty is usually relatively low. 2 Point Museum does not have a release date yet, but I binged 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus, and I can't wait to binge this one too.
In Let's Build a Dungeon, you can also tell your own story. We are developing a series of easy-to-use tools that lets you create almost anything.
Let's Build a Dungeon is a 2D pixel art simulator where we run a game development business and create games from scratch. It's a bit of a gameception. I really enjoyed their previous title, Let's Build a Zoo, but this new approach seems to add a whole new level of complexity. What's interesting to me is that the developers promise we can create any game genre we like, from classic RPGs to even cozy games, and customize every detail manually and not just on the surface. This way, we can even create our very own stories with multiple choices, branching outcomes, characters with unique AI behaviors, and much more. How fun managing all these mechanics will be, I cannot say yet, but it is sure an intriguing concept that might appeal to cozy players who are curious about game development and want to experience how it could be like to work in this field firsthand.
It's a crazy, crazy game. But no matter what you do to make your dreams come true, the choice is up to you.
Imagine a dating sim that takes its title literally. We can date absolutely everything. Not people, but objects. Our vacuum cleaner, our laundry machine, and even our chair. With 100 dateable characters, or rather objects, Date Everything has been announced for PC, PS5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Each object will have its own story and can potentially become a lover, friend, or even an enemy. The game features fully voiced dialogues, and the developers are committed to diverse representation in both character design and voice talent. How the in-game mechanics will blend with the text-based system remains to be seen, but this game certainly stands out in the dating sim genre. You could clearly tell just how passionate the devs are about their project, and I'm super curious to see the final game. The MySims series is back. We are finally getting a retro re-release. This remaster of the old Wii games from 2007 and 2008 looks just like we remember from our childhood. We are creating cute Sims, decorating our town, exploring the world, and interacting with quirky characters. The new Cozy Bundle includes the original MySims and its sequel MySims Kingdom, which focused on revitalizing a rundown royal kingdom. This is exciting news for longtime fans of the series, but it could also attract newcomers looking for a cutesy life sim and town management game. Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time, originally set to release in October and already delayed twice, is now indefinitely postponed. This game was highly anticipated as the successor to the classic Fantasy Life from 2012, which I loved for its RPG and life sim elements. It allowed us to live our own fantasy life, explore, go on quests, and switch freely between various jobs, both combat and even non-combat, like being a chef or a tailor. Although it is disappointing not to have a release date, I am hopeful that the delay happened for the best reasons and that the extra development time will improve the final game. So what games are you the most excited for? As always, please tell me in the comment section and let's have a little chat together. But that's everything from me. Have a lovely day, my friends, and see you in the next video.